Hello there, Lothar here. I have to say this is an unplanned video. I didn't actually have this in the schedule for my videos preparing for the PCT, but I feel compelled to just put this video out to say why I'm not a very fan of Bearcan rentals. Now, in the past, rentals have occurred whereby they had very strict rules on deposits. I won't go into the specific details, but what actually happened was that Bearcans were returned, and they weren't, maybe not pristine, or and they used the rules to basically retain the full deposit. Now, it's not a case of someone running off with a Bearcan and never returning it. Then that would be a justifiable reason to retain the full deposit. But the Bearcans were returned, and in one case they were deemed dirty and things like this, which at first sight you might go, that's absolutely bloody trivial. Come on. Now, what happened was, there was the customers tried to contact the business, I think directly by email, and they were flatly told go, basically rejected. They then were rightly flustered and upset that they lost their full deposit after returning the Bearcan. If there was some issue around, if it was dirty or something, 5 or 10%, $5 or $10 cleaning fee or something like that, but retain the full deposit for a returned Bearcan retain the full deposit made no sense. They were rejected by email. They then went on to the company linked Facebook discussion group and raised the issue there, and a large number of fellow hikers actually started to like the comment to basically say, no, this is basically implied this wasn't right, this shouldn't happen. Now, I'm sure there's background circumstances, but the response was that the person who wrote the post and all the people who liked it were subsequently booted from the group, and that was between 30 and 40 individuals who were just subsequently just booted out of the group. Now, that actually happened. You saw it, and you had people complaining about it because they all came to the other Facebook groups, like the Trail Rangers groups and the alternate groups, basically to raise the issue again. And what had happened was, now, because the company boots and blocks people, they say they don't, but they do, when they block on Facebook, what happens is they can't see the customers' messages or postings. But it also means the customers can't see the company's posting. It's a two-way block. So whoever initiates it, it's a two-way block. So customers who were trying to contact the company by any means necessary are hardly going to block the company, whereas the company, by blocking them, has then closed off all communications, and any subsequent posts the company puts on the Facebook page looks beautiful and pristine and can be read by everybody who isn't blocked. So all the supporters of the company and the owners go, oh look, they can see the company's trying to do the right thing, whereas the very message they're sending out cannot be read by the very people it's addressed to. These are the kind of tactics that go on. So don't be drawn into the fact that these companies are innocent. They know how these systems work, and year on year, that is why people like me and other people call out these businesses, because we're just fed up with it. The new hikers don't need to tolerate this or put up with this. It's not beautiful and clean around the businesses of the PCT. A lot of them are, some of them are not. Some of them behave in an appalling fashion whilst saying, oh, I'm a victim, I did nothing wrong. And that is why I would urge you, please look at the loaner schemes like the Bearcan Cooperative, which was set up by an angel in direct response to the fact that they just got fed up with it. So give the hikers, especially the European hikers, even another option, so they don't have to go to these renters and be exposed to risks like this. So I'm sorry. That's why I'd also urge you to maybe buy a Bearcan and donate it back, and then send it into Kendy Meadows fully. Send yourself a full resupply with this new Bearcan, and if you can either sell it to a southbounder or sell it to a Trail Angel up trail, that'd be great, because we can then get it back in the network as on a loaner scheme for future hikers. So so I didn't plan this video, but I was very frustrated this week by some communications where the businesses concerned were saying they did nothing wrong, and clearly they did everything wrong, and they still deny these things happen, and they still go after people like me and lots of other hikers who have been exposed to it. And I just fed up with it, and we raise it to make sure new hikers know about it. I have no vested interest whatsoever. I have no financial connections whatsoever, but you can bet some of the people on the Facebook group supporting the company may have direct links either to the company, either by in-kind services, or they did maybe like the owner but not realizing what else ultimately goes on to perfectly innocent hikers. So I'm sure there's a lot of people in that latter group that don't know what's going on. Okay, speak to you soon.